Welcome to another episode of me freaking out and talking about the latest episode of Heaven's Official Blessing, which is sadly almost over. We are almost at the end. There's like 1 or 2 episodes left, and then it's done. No more Heaven's Official Blessing until the dub comes out. I will probably do another video on it when the dub comes out, because then I'll talk about the dub and I'll give an update on the cast when that comes out. But, you know, I'm going to have to move to a new anime when, you know, this is done in a couple weeks. So that's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Ugh, why does it only have to be 10, 11 episodes? It's too little. I always hate that. 12 is a perfect episode ending. Why go less? I don't understand. Whatever. Anyways, this will be the only video this week because Christmas. So I'm sorry. So right at the start of the episode, I love how he's just like, I gotta go after my man. And he just jumps off. But of course, you know, zombie general guy who looks like an orc is like, yoink! He's not going to let him go off into the sweet night. I really love how right after that, you get to see the bandages wrap around him like that. You know, occasionally, you get to see XL being, you know, pretty badass. But it's been pretty far in between lately, it seems like. I don't know. But, you know, it's good to see him use his powers. Another thing that finally happens is the cursed Taoist finally opens her eyes and she ends up breaking free, and there's that chaos is basically going on. The scene that follows is both the General and XL just free falling down into the Sinner's Pit, and there's just something almost Mission Impossible about it. Like, I don't know, it was pretty cool. Lucky for XL, he doesn't have to worry about falling on the ground because Song Long is there, except he's not Song Long. He's a mysterious new form. It's older Song Long. And he goes and he catches him, and it's honestly like so romantic. And he holds him for a good chunk of the episode now. Like, he's just holding him. Knowing the context of what is on the ground, though, it almost makes it creepy when XL tries to get down. And Song Long's like, no, you can't get on the ground because it's dirty. I'm like, yeah, it's dirty. There's dead bodies everywhere. But it's dark, right? So he can't see him, but it's like you can tell he's different. And it's just weird that you only get to see, like, the lower part of his face. But even though you can only see the lower part of his face, you can still tell there's something different about his look. Even when the General goes to attack him, because, yeah, he's down there too, he doesn't put him down. He, like, dodges and he kicks him and all that. And we finally get to meet my favorite sword. He finally comes out with his little eye, and the sword's attacking, and I actually did squeal when the sword came out and I saw what it was. I was like, I see you, Eyeball. I know whose eye you are. I know what's going on. I know the 411. I was like, yes. XL does eventually ask, like, hey, so did you really kill all these guys? And he's like, yeah, I did. And he's like, okay, and he just accepts it. And then after he accepts that, he starts scolding him like, hey, think twice next time before you jump off a cliff like that. Don't do that. Song Long is like, is there anything else you want to ask me about? And at that moment, I was like, yeah, aren't you going to ask about that other guy that fell into the pit, maybe? Did anybody remember him falling into the pit? No? Okay. But then you realize, oh, it's not about that. It's about the fact that XL realized during all this fighting in the pit, you know, that he doesn't have a heartbeat. He's clearly not alive. And he clearly looks different from what little he could see. But XL's like, I don't care that you're not human. I don't know what you are. It doesn't concern me. You know, if I like you, I like you. What you are has nothing to do with it. All that matters is we're compatible. You could be a beggar, but if we get along, then we're buddies. But if I don't like you and we don't get along and you're a king, then screw you. Those aren't the exact words. I added some stuff, but it's paraphrased. And I thought that was really cool because it really gave insight in how Exel is a character. And keep in mind, you know, Exel used to be a prince. So he was royalty, but he don't care who you are. If you're a good person and you get along with him, he'll be your friend, regardless of status or anything. And it's why he's saint. It's why he's a god. After some more fighting and, you know, insults and threats, the general eventually tells the story of the Cursed Taoist, which I don't care to get into. I have no interest. You've seen the episode. You know what happens. And you know that she clearly was plotting a long time, some great revenge or something. And she turns her back on them, then they all die. And they become orcs. But, you know, one thing I will say is I am just really taken aback of pre-General Orc, because when he was a human, he was very light-skinned. So I thought he was going to be more black, but he wasn't. So that was a surprise. After the story was concluded and we see that the general is obviously still very, very bitter about what happened, which, do you blame him? You know, I mean, that was kind of a douche move, okay? I don't care that you're like a teenager and you have issues, but maybe don't turn on the people that kind of helped you. I mean, sure, a lot of the country was pretty mean to you, but it seems like the army after a bit was kind of accepting of you. I don't know. Anyways, after all this, she appears and she gets ready to just dive down and attack. And that's the episode. Nothing happened. Well, you know, not nothing. There was that lovely scene between Exel and Song Lang, and we got to see part of Song Lang's true form. Part of it. So I guess there's that, you know. Oh yeah, at the end there's a confusing ad. I was like so confused because I didn't know what was going on because it wasn't subtitled, and I saw Exel hold up this bottle and I was like, what is that, shampoo? But then I saw Song Lang drink it and I realized, oh, that's definitely not shampoo. And I thought maybe it's like a yogurt drink or a milk drink. I'm not sure. But whatever it is, must have been amazing because they went from being in the desert to being a flowery, woodsy field. And I gotta say, I want a drink of that. Anyways, so since the series is almost over, I do need a new series to replace it because I prefer to do 2 animes a week, just because. And I'm debating, so I'm thinking either the Hakuden, don't quote me, ramen one. Here, I'll just post a picture of it. This one. So either this one, which I got for Christmas as an early Christmas present, or I'm thinking something like, I don't know, maybe My Hero. Don't quote me on this, but I might do My Hero Academia. I don't know yet. I'm still really debating on that one because I haven't seen it, My Hero Academia. I don't really know much about it except for what, you know, is put out there. Or something else entirely. So I'm just going to have to dwell on it. But be aware that in about 2 weeks, sometime early January, there will be a new series put up. And I will let you guys know so you guys can watch along with me ahead of time.